Greetings, everybody. And I have in front of me Phil Cooper, and he is a lifetime entrepreneur. He's a president of the asphalt paving company at the age of 23. He has also operated and owned the company for 20 years. He landmark graduate of the curriculum of living. And now he's a general manager of the Costa Mechanicals and a coach for the owners. Phil, how are you?
I'm doing awesome, Ilona. How are you today?
I am blessed. Okay, now you have to tell us and brag about what is the sunshine behind your back.
Oh, I'm living in beautiful Babcock Ranch, Florida, which is an absolute dream come true for me and my family.
I bet. I know, everybody's probably drooling over that. It just brings the peace, calmness, and such great energy and good mood, good vibes that you want to wake up with a great, sense of, life that you want to contribute. So this is excellent. So Phil, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, maybe a little bit about your childhood.
Well, I come from a small town called Woodstock, Illinois, northern Illinois. I, grew up the son of entrepreneur. My mom and dad had started the asphalt paving company at an early age. I was a good student and athlete, knew everybody in town, and went away to college. Got my business management degree in entrepreneurship and joined the family business. And I started I got married there, raised my 3 boys there, and moved to beautiful Babcock Ranch here 2.5 years ago. And just so blessed and grateful to be here.
Yes, I remember we have been talking about during your transitioning, I think a year ago or so. And now you're here in the beautiful Florida and experiencing this beautiful energy that we all someday want to do that the same.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Phil, tell me about your lowest moment of your life that you wanted to give up, that you wanted, to just completely turn the point and go back.
There were probably two different points about 20 years apart. Early on in my asphalt paving career, we dealt with a lot of difficulties, and we were a company that was forced to be union, and there's a lot that goes along with that. And there was a point where we were being harassed and by lawsuits and by union thugs. And I thought everything was over for a little while, or that we'd lose everything, and then we made it through it. And really grew me and my parents. We really formed a tight bond, together as a team back then. And fast forwarding 20 years to making it to Florida, starting over somewhere, there's a lot of bumps in the road, and not everything went wrong for me on my move. Literally, everything went wrong 2 or 3 times. And, in that first year, there were times where most people might have turned around and went back to Illinois, but I just kept enjoying the adventure and fighting through it and learning, just appreciating all of the lessons that God was sharing with me, and growing from everything that came my way.
That's absolutely wonderful. And Phil, tell me, who were your encouragers, mentors in your life?
A good friend of mine and my business coach who coached me is Steve Krivda. He's been a great influence in my life and a good friend. Of course, my dad and my mom. I talk with them about everything, every decision. We're really close. And my friend who I'm working with right now and in business and coaching him, and he's helping me, Adrian Costa. Those are really 3 of my mentors. And I can't forget Assad Faraj. Assad has been a great spiritual mentor of mine since I've been here in Florida. He's an awesome human being.
That's excellent. Okay, what is the life lesson that you have learned throughout your time? So what is something that was, you've learned and you wanted to hold on to it and pass it as your legacy?
You know, anything's possible with God, as long as you don't quit, you keep stepping up to the plate, have faith, you're going to succeed. The only way you won't is if you quit.
That's absolutely so true. I know sometimes people say, oh, it's easy said than done. Unless we try it, how do we know it, right?
Yeah. I know you've been through a lot, and no quitting you either. And that's why we're sitting here talking.
Absolutely. I know I'm go-getter too. And, like I cannot, expect somebody else to do the exercise push-ups for me if I want to gain the muscles, right? So that's how the life is. There's certain things that they can get me to, but there's so many things I need to do it on my own. Just like you said, everything is possible, right?
Yeah. And you know what? We all know what we need to do. Just most of us aren't doing it, are we?
Exactly. Sometimes, like you said, when life beat us down, we want to stay grounded. We want to stay horizontal, right? But you know what? We were not meant to be horizontally in a position. We have to get up and be vertical. There's one guy that sometimes when I ask him, hey, how are you? He said, I'm vertical, which means I'm okay. If I'm still walking, right? So I get, he's very humorous. So every time, he asks me the question, now I respond, I'm horizontal. I'm vertical. So which means I am okay. I am functioning. So as long as we have our feet, our hands, our eyes, our brain, hopefully we can contribute to this society, to our dreams, to achieve our goals. So there's no excuses, right?
No, none, no excuses. That's for sure.
So complete the sentence. Happiness is
Freedom.
So that is beautiful. Yes, freedom is the essence, isn't it? That we have to kind of know as a human being.
Yeah, it's interesting. You can't have happiness without freedom, and you can't have freedom without courage.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. And what in your mind is the difference between joy and happiness?
Joy maybe is a shorter time period, maybe like an experience in an instant, where happiness is more a way of living, a way of being.
Okay.
A choice, right?
I like when you said there's no choice but to be happy. I wish we will all, because for everybody wants to be happy, don't we? We all want to be happy. And for us to achieve this happiness is a hard work. And like you said, the happiness is the freedom. When you achieve that stage in your life, that's the freedom, that's the value, that's the essence of everything that we do.
Choosing happiness is difficult. A lot of work that goes into that, and you got to have courage to do that work and to choose happiness and to do everything that goes into that. And most people don't. I don't think have that courage, or I want to be. I'm just. It's sad how many people just walk around in a zombie state nowadays. I guess is what I'm getting to.
Yes, I know. And, we can always fault and blame the COVID. Yes, COVID turned every single life around the world. It's like a third, World War III pretty much, because we were all part of it. But it's all about life. How do you see yourself? Are you going to be defeated and be really horizontal? Or are you going to get up and go it? Like that's how we got connected, Phil, right? So we did not give up. We were like reaching out. We were searching out. We started to encourage one another, support one another. And here we are, now sharing our journey with others to kind of encourage and empower them as well, not to give up. There will be always an excuse, right?
There is.
It's a wrong weather, it's a raining, it's a sunny, there will be always excuse for us. We are
we're all dealing with it, the same thing, and it's just what we choose to make of it.
Yes.
A couple times, and I'm sure people haven't meant it, but in talking on Facebook or something, or talking with somebody, I'm talking about how much I love Florida, and they say, oh, it must be nice being able to move to Florida. And wow, that just irks me so much because, you know, it took so much effort and courage to move my family across the country. And this person just sits and complains about life, right?
Yes, yes, it's all perspective and things. You know, there will be always people who will rise up, who get jealous of you, who will always put this, you know, their 2 cents that is not necessary at all. There will be people who will want to discourage you for everything that you're trying to do. So, but you know what, you still, you know, have the brain in your head that, you know, you can think right. And like you said, everything is possible if you apply God and principle in your life. You know, faith in your life that will be, you know, even crossing across, you know, the nation, the country to come where you are. It was your dream. You did it. You know, they can do it too. They can do it too. So they cannot build their happiness on your happiness. They can. It doesn't work like this.
And I knew there was no failing. I knew God would provide for me. And I was listening to something on audio recently. I forgot who it was. Where they talk about, you know, look at the birds and the bees. They don't have banks of seeds that they store up, right? God provides. So, you know, I knew that as long as I was doing what was right by my family and God, it would work out. And it has. It's been an amazing adventure.
Oh, I bet. And I know you'll be growing, going and glowing out there with your business, with your mindset, with your family as well. And Phil, I wanted you to kind of take a minute and talk to the one person right now who probably is not feeling good, who's probably blaming life for everything that has happened to him. Talk to him right now. This is your minute.
You know, I just don't give up. You know, plug into your faith. If you don't have any faith, you know, find somebody, find some group, not religion, but God, Jesus, you know, and get strength from there. You know, if you need to borrow strength, you get it from there. Borrow strength from Ilona. Find people like that in your lives to borrow strength from. And from there, you'll have your courage to start doing what you need to do. And just take it a day at a time, a step at a time, and you'll get there.
This is excellent, Phil. Thank you so much. It was Phil Cooper with us. And with this message that he shares, plug in. Get up and plug yourself into the groups and into the people who can invest their time into you for you to grow. And thank you so much, Phil, from this beautiful Sunshine, Florida. We're coming.
Awesome. Great hanging out with you today. Thank you.
Yeah, God bless you, Phil.
God bless you too.